So, I am absolutely psyched by what I have managed to accomplish in Skyrim. Uh, I've been working a lot with enchanting and alchemy, and one of the things I hate about some of these games is the fall damage. You would think if I were playing a magic character, and despite the weapons you see in my hand, I did definitely go for the magic for the most part. I mean, take a look at this, people. And that's just the favorite spells. If I go through here, I mean, I haven't collected all the spells by any means, but take a look. Um, so you would think with the ability to do magic, they'd have a way to negate fall damage, right? I mean, kind of they do. So check this out. Whee! Boom. Yeah, see that? Nothing. Just a blip off from his health. So what are we looking at here? Let's go up into my skills and pay attention along the bottom of the screen there. My magicka, as you can see, not very impressive. I'll get to that in a minute. My health, however, is 76,081. My stamina is 76,501. How, you might be asking? Well, I did to some degree use some mods. My brother put me up on uh, two mods that I use creations. Here we go. Wear multiple rings and amulet of learning skills. Now, bear in mind, I used this only after getting nearly halfway there on my own. But wearing multiple rings, it makes sense. Like it says right there, you've got 10 fingers but can only equip one. Um, no. Even in most games, though, you can usually equip two. The thing about wear multiple rings, and it says so right here, all rings must be different types. So, like, you can't have two gold rings, but you can have a gold ring and a gold sapphire ring, like that right there. And there's more than 10 rings. I think there's just 10 classical rings plus the Nord ring plus different variations of rings like that you can get as you collect along the way. So one of the things that I did is that I created myself, wrong menu, I created myself items to fortify uh, alchemy because you cannot fortify enchanting on an item. So let's just assume I only started out. Yeah, I labeled this as 4,856 alchemy and carry weight because when I typed in the label, which was slow going, that's what it had said. Still, though, 369% more powerful alchemical creations. Quite impressive. But that's not the only one I've got. So this one, my potions are 96,170% more powerful. Carrying capacity increased by 144,255 points. Uh, as to my health, let me see what I've got. Yeah, you see some of my outrageous stats. My health regenerates at 195 million% faster than normal. Sneaking is 254 million% better. I messed up on my gauntlets, though, when I was enchanting them. I might have to grab or make another pair of Stalrim gauntlets and try that again. But lockpicking is way much easier. Blocking, shock resistance. Let's go to my weapons. The sword that I'm using. Don't look at the damage in the square box thing. Look down below. Because the top part can only hold 3 digits. And we're in the 6 digits here. My sword swing does 793,329 damage per swing. And if the target dies within 62,598,868 seconds, it fills a soul gem. There's also a chance to paralyze the target for 31,299,430 seconds, and I feel like that's overkill, though. It's entirely possible that they might try to level my opponents to be able to match my impressive stats. Same with the great sword. Same with the dagger. When I did the bow, which I had actually done first, I didn't think about adding a second enchantment because, like, why? The rest of them, it was just kind of just because. But seeing the impressive numbers doesn't show you how impressive they are. So, let's go into the map. We'll see if we can't find a giant I haven't killed in the last couple of days here. Those are easily denoted by the mammoth-shaped icons on the screen, like right here, Broken Limb Camp. So let's go there. Now, as you can see, we got 2 giants. I'm going to put away my weapons. I want to talk. Oh, see this? Oh, he's not happy. Look at that. Oh, look at that. He hit me. Oh, he hit me hard. And I got blood splatters and all that. He hasn't even set up my damage gauge, though. Oh, look, here comes the other one. Oh, look. Now, at the beginning of the game, this would have sent me into the stratosphere. Now, let's pull out my sword and shield. My shield... Look how I staggered them. My shield is much better for blocking. Can you see how much damage I'm doing to them? Oh, well, I guess they got my shield out of the way, so I guess I'm going to show you this other giant with my sword. I think the dead giant got in the way. So let me collect my loot because these bastards are loaded. I don't want any of this cheap crap. As you can see from my inventory, I don't have much in there, but that's because I put it all away while I was doing my enchanting so that I didn't accidentally enchant the wrong thing or run out of time, because my potion of Fortify Enchanting only lasts 30 seconds, and that was a long-ass list, which I'll also show you when I go back to the Golden Hills plantation. Now let's see if I can get a dragon to land on the ground. Or hell, I don't even have to do that. I'll just use my bow and arrow. So let's go into the menu real quick. Weapons. Stalrim bow, and of course my Stalrim arrows. I have plenty of arrows back at the base. Let's see. Oh, there he is. One hit. Critical strike on Legendary Dragon, resisted Soul Steal, or Soul Trap. See? He's already dead. Got a Daedric's Shield in here, Dragon Bone, and with a carrying capacity of 7,856,218, I'm definitely getting the dragon accessories. And then, of course, there's the arrow that I launched into him. So, yeah, I get that back. And I'm in the process of doing the quests to defeat Mirak, so sometimes he comes and steals my dragon souls, but apparently not this time. I'm going to turn on my magic. I've got the Elemental Burst. This is the most powerful of the elemental spells. And sent him flying. I like doing that. I don't know why. I'm childish. Oh, look, and there's another giant thing. Now that you've seen the power of my weapons and my armor, let me show you the power of my potions that I have worked really hard to get up there. So I'm going to go into my potions and look for the potion of Fortify Destruction. Destruction spells are 2,748,734% stronger for 60 seconds. Let me show you what this looks like. Now, I'm pretty sure that's running while I'm doing all of this, so I'm just choking grass. Oh wow, look at what my novice spell absorbs. 219,906 points of health per second from target for 3 seconds. Oh, better go back in there and actually equip it. I'll only do... Okay, I guess I gotta get close to him for that to work. Now, I thought I saw 2 mammoths. Oh, there's the giant. Good night, sweet prince. Yes, I'm taking the hides too. I just make them into leather and make stuff and then sell them. If you look down in the bottom right corner of the screen, you'll see I've got quite a bit of gold. I'm not saying that I'm rich, but I haven't seen other players at this stage in the game. Although, because of the Amulet of Learning Skills, let's go back up into my skill tree. I am at, if you look at the top center of the screen, level 275. I could put my Amulets of Learning Skills back on and increase my level. For those who don't know, whenever you level up, you get to increase your magic, your health, or your stamina. Your stamina will increase by 10 points, magic 10 points, and health 10 points. But for every 10 points that you increase your stamina, you increase your carrying capacity by 5 points. My current unfiltered stamina is over 1,000, thanks to the Amulet of Learning Skills. Which means that on its own, my carrying capacity is somewhere around 500, I think. But now that I've managed to basically level everything up, I haven't messed with my illusion because on occasion I'll make it legendary, which will reset it to 15. And then I'll put my Amulet of Learning Skills on and start practicing my illusion skills with Muffle. With the Amulet of Learning Skills, you can jump up to, what, 10 levels at a time. Of course, that level decreases as you go because you need more experience points in the given area, in the given perk to get it higher, but it takes seconds to get from level 15 to level 100, and you easily level up your character level as you go doing that. Um, but I promised to show you, so let's go into the map. Over here to the Golden Hills Plantation. Oh, here it is. By Rorikstead and by this stupid Whiterun Imperial camp. Yes, I hate the Imperials. Anyone who paid attention at the beginning of the game realizes that their character was nearly murdered by the Imperials, even though they weren't on the list. So yeah, I turned against them, even though apparently, canonically, the character is from the Empire. So let's go in here. Go downstairs. And to my enchantment table and the chests underneath more specifically. Let's check that out. So this is the first bow that I had enchanted, 202,000. Or no, this was only 20,000, sorry. 20,272 damage, and that was already enough to one-shot a giant or a dragon. But now, my stuff's even better. Now, just look at the list. I'm just going to press the down button and y'all can count the seconds it takes to get to the bottom. See, what had happened was I would collect things. I would use the Amulet of Learning Skills to increase my level and my stamina so that I could increase my carrying capacity. I got to a certain point and I thought, okay, this is good. Then it wasn't good, and so I'd have to increase my carrying capacity again. Now, I didn't pay attention to how much time it took to get to the bottom, and because none of these are in alphabetical order, I'm just going to hit the square button and take them all back, because why not? I'm down to 3,873 carrying weight. Now watch that jump to over 10,000. Oh yeah, you can't watch it because it disappears immediately. Oh, right down there on the screen, 11,814 at the bottom of the screen. I don't know if you'll be able to zoom in on that effectively or not. If you're on mobile, you should be able to. Now, I've got all my stuff back. These rings here actually kind of tell the tale of my attempts to get things increased. My restoration and destruction spells. I discovered that if you have 327% items for destruction and resurrection, then your destruction and resurrection spells cost 0. And I don't know if you noticed that while I was scrolling through my stuff. It's showing a spell cost right now. I don't know why, because I've got some magnificent oh, wait a minute. I know, because I took my stuff off so that I could do other stuff. Alteration, destruction and restoration, illusion, magicka. There. Now let's go back over there and look. Oh, see? Cost 0. Cost 0. Let's go up into all. If it's not a shout, it does not cost anything. And that is another thing. They didn't want you to break your shouts either, because there are ways to reduce the cooldown on them. But you can't break those down and be able to enchant your own items with them. So, Banished Daedra costs 0. Bound Battle Axe, Bound Sword, Calm. Every spell in here that isn't a Dragonborn Shout costs 0. And like I said, before I managed to get my stuff this high, wearing 2 of these would reduce the cost significantly, but it would not drop them to nothing. The third one did. That's why I haven't bothered to get my cost reductions any higher than what they are. I don't think I even wasted potions on these because, like I said, there's a cap. You don't get magic back by having your costs so low that they go into the negatives, so there's no point. So my Fortified Destruction potion, you see that's over 2 million, almost 3 million% for 60 seconds. That's the one that I had before, and that's only 6,664 seconds. And if you're superstitious, which I'm not, I just have fun, this is the one, however, that makes the enchanting. For 30 seconds, items are enchanted 549,747% stronger. The one before that was only 1,333% stronger. And I will tell you the secret to that. Unfortunately, I'm out, but you want the Potion of Fortify Resurrection. Or, not Resurrection, Restoration. So when you go to make your any other potion, you consume Fortify Restoration. And it jumps your potion ability substantially. Unfortunately, I also am out of any other ingredient than salt pile to do it, or I would show you. I honestly didn't actually plan on making this video. It's just kind of a spur of the moment thing. But when you consume a restoration potion, not like Restore Magica, but Fortify Restoration, if you have more than one, you'll notice the number go from whatever it is. Like your restoration spells are, say, 47% stronger, and it will affect the number on the next potion. I haven't tried hitting multiple potions at once, though I've noticed that most of them don't stack, so I see no reason this would be any different. But if you take that, and then you take another potion, say Fortify Enchanting, then you're going to get wild stats, like on my Skyrim armor, or my one that's increasing my health and stamina by like outrageous amounts. Now, I do have to admit, on my Stalrim boots, I put sneaking and muffle. But I like these Azadal boots of water walking, made them legendary. My armor rating will drop significantly if I put them on, but my armor rating's already so good that it really doesn't matter. But let's find somewhere lake bound. Ooh, I know. I've got Lakeview Manor right here, which I have to go outside. Blast it. I keep forgetting that, and I've been playing for a little while at least. Now, Lakeview Manor. Assuming I'm going in the right direction, let's make sure I'm pointed that way. No, gotta go a little to my right, which my house is in the way, so. And yes, this is my house. For those of you that don't know, you get to build Lakeview Manor. I actually still have the stuff up that I used to build it. You get this right here, the drafting table. But after you've used everything on the drafting table, then the only thing you get to do is remove the workbenches that are inside the house. And you don't want to do that yet because you have to decorate the house too, and each of those rooms has their own workbench for you to do that from. So yeah, once you have the house built, let it stay built. It also comes with the ability to put a... oh, do I still have my bees? Comes with the ability to put fish tanks down in the basement. So, yeah, that's great as well. And I've been collecting them. If you've stuck around this long, then after I show you the water walking, I'll go back in there. I'm going to put these bees in here, because I'm not trying to restore stamina or regenerate it. I'm not trying to ravage stamina or introduce weakness to shock. I simply don't need to. Even before I did all of this, I was way too powerful for most creatures to last very long. Now, these boots of water walking, they're exactly what they say, and unfortunately, you can't break down that enchantment either. But something really neat is when you're in the water, you can jump much higher than when you're on the land. When I'm on the land, see how quickly my jump ends? But in the water, I'm a freaking kangaroo or rabbit or something. Yippee freaking ki-yay. So now, and of course, for my helmet, one of the things that I gave it was water breathing, so let's go to apparel, and we're going to take the very, very, very long trip down to Skyrim so that I can put on my Skyrim boots, because why not? I suppose I could favorite them, which would make it easier to get to them. There we are. Let's favorite, put on my boots. Now, I'm more in the water, but yes, now I can swim underwater. I don't have to worry about drowning. But that's just a little showing off. I'm not going to do that for a while because that'll get boring. And y'all want to see more stuff if you've stuck around this long. Let's go back to Lakeview Manor. As I said, I've built this myself. You use the drafting table, you draft something, then you come over to the workbench to build it. You have an anvil, even though there isn't forge fire there. So you can make all kinds of crap. You've got your own smelter. We've got an iron ore deposit here. 2 of them. Uh, what the hell? Okay, here is your stone quarry, where you can mine the stone that you're going to need to build the house. I've already got a pickaxe on me, so I don't need another one, but it's there just in case. I can sharpen my tools, and that's where the potion of fortify smithing comes in, by the way. So the potion of fortify smithing, and this is the problem that I had to start, which made everything more difficult than it needed to be. For 30 seconds, weapon and armor improving is X% better. And so it says fortify smithing. So I'm thinking anything I do at the anvil. No, it's anything I do here or here. So you take the potion. Let's use the workbench real quick. I'll I can improve my gauntlets here. So with nothing else, my armor goes up to 92. Alright, now let's go into here. Bear in mind I don't have a restoration potion, so it's not going to be as significant. This one's actually higher than this one here, but I'm not going to be using it, so I'll just use the weaker one. So now, I click on it. Now look at my armor rating and my value, how they've jumped drastically. Like, nobody in Skyrim can afford this. Even I can't. But I'm going to craft it anyway. So now, I mean, you've already seen what it is, what it does. Take that long, long trip to the top. I know it was gauntlets. I don't remember the numbers associated with it. There's only so much you can really do, though. So, like, you can't improve the necklaces, you can't improve the rings. Yeah, here's my gauntlets. 27% more powerful potions and carrying capacity increased by 41 points. And I was so freaking impressed with this. This, I think, is where I actually had hit the wall, though. That's when I discovered the glitch or secret or whatever about the restoration potion. But meanwhile, the armor rating on this thing is massive all on its own. The ones that I have that I'm wearing right now are in the millions, but 833,000 is still massively impressive. But now you want to see those fish. So let's go down here. Unfortunately, it doesn't okay. For some reason I was having trouble running. I don't like moving slow. For some reason it doesn't tell you what fish are there without actually looking in. But let's look at these guys. It took me a while to collect 3 of them, but you can only have a maximum of 3 fish per tank. You have 5 large tanks and I believe 6 small tanks. These obviously are glass catfish. Anytime you go in and leave, even if you don't change anything, they disappear and then respawn. I've got 2 carp, and if I'm not mistaken, that one right there is a river bass. Or no, brook bass. I cannot find a 3rd carp to save my life. And then Oh, I like these scorpion fish and the tripod spiderfish. I have a tank of the tripod spiderfish, but I just used it here to fill out the tank. But take a look at these guys. Actually, kind of hard to see. I'll see if a little candlelight can't help. Yep, there we go. Take a look at those beauties. Aren't they just so ugly and adorable? What do I got over here? Okay, these are the tripod spiderfish, like I said. Have their own tank. Kind of weird looking faces with no scales. They almost look like they could crawl along the bottom on those pectoral fins. And then these are just salmon. Yep, thought so. But now let's get to my small fish. Yes, I have some sunfish. Oh, these are the angelfish, sorry. My bad. A glassfish and 2 angelfish. I don't know what they would do for me. These are ingredient fish. But I only have 2 of them, and I don't want to waste them to find out. Maybe if I fill up my tank, then any more I get after that, maybe I can play with my potions. Pygmy sunfish. These are the sunfish, and I got 3 of those. But aren't they adorable? I like being able to move this around so you can just kind of see what you got. These right here are a little more ubiquitous. The hist carp. I mean, you find them pretty much all over the place, and one of the nice things is if you find a fish in somebody's inventory or on somebody's table or whatever, and then you bring it back here, it magically comes to life when you put it in your tank, so it's not like you have to go looking for fresh fish or anything like that. These right here, the Abyssinian or whatever, I can never remember. Oh, yeah, I got it right. Abyssinian longfish. Or no, Abyssinian, sorry. I was giving it 2 N's. Then these beauties here, these just are so gorgeous. Spadefish. Yeah, I have trouble remembering what they're called, but oh my goodness. Wouldn't you just love a tank full of those? Then one more, and these are another ubiquitous silverside perch. You find them just about everywhere. Don't know why they keep messing with my OCD by putting the fish at such odd angles, so that's better there. Now let's kind of straighten that up there. See this right here? But since these are so common, if I find more uncommon fish, like the spadefish or the pygmy sunfish or the angelfish, which honestly I think they look more like sunfish than honestly those do, then I'll probably get rid of the ones that are more common. That'd be the hist carp, the Abyssinian, and the other guys. So I've showed you pretty much everything I've meant to show you. This place is nice, though. I do need to get... This is my carpenter workbench, and by the way, it's one I told you don't want to get rid of until you're sure you've gotten what you want. So, you got fish plaques, you got meat barrels, you got bear heads. Now, bear in mind, the only reason it shows like this right here is that you can't continually buy them. This is how many you have. So you click on this one and it's gone. You click on this one and it's gone. So you can have a maximum of 2. The ones I'm concerned about are these shrines. Shrine of Akatosh. Yes, I want to create it. Shrine of Arte, Shrine of Bella, Julianos, Teraneth, Stendar, Talos, and now I need to find an amulet of Zenithar so I can create that shrine too. But now, take a look. Almost full. And but just because I am going to activate the Shrine of Talos. And with that, I hope you like what I've shown you. I don't know if I plan on doing any more videos. This is just something that was kind of really interesting to me. My brother was open-mouthed with shock when I showed him. Like, everyone's like, oh my god, how did you do that? Oh, one thing to bear in mind about this property, though, is that occasionally those little rat thingies show up. God, it's 2 in the morning. I can't think of what they're called, but they show up in here, and one time I showed up, there was like 6 of them or so. So, yeah, be aware of that. Apparently, though, they clean themselves up on occasion. Because the last one, I dropped one of them back here. I've dropped a few of them in the fire, and, they're nuisances. But it really is a nice place. Anyway, have fun, y'all. And like the video if you liked it, please. I do want to know. Comment below